to the podium, Mr. Jarek Robbins.
London. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm not sure what day or time it is for you and you're watching this. That means you found yourself on a page that says strategic planning, really big across the top. I am thrilled that we are coming over to London in about 24 days and counting on July 22nd and 23rd for one weekend that can help you get maximum performance out of yourself for the next 6 months. So there's one day going to be focused on maximizing personal performance, and there's one day that's going to be focused on business growth. Well, let me start off real quick by telling you why I love London. London is a very special place. It's actually the very first place that I was invited to go do a large public speaking event. And that was about 9 years ago as of now. Now, I'll never forget because I got to go there and deliver an hour keynote presentation to over 300 business professionals on growing their business. It was awesome. Now, from there, the other reason London's one of my favorite places is it's a place where I picked up one of my very first coaching clients, who's a gentleman that just reached out to me. When I say first coaching clients, it's first coaching clients on my own when I stepped out to have my own coaching practice personally, outside of the big company I was working for before. Now, when that happened, he was a gentleman who worked for a law firm. And he was telling me, actually, just last week, he emailed me and he said, hey, we worked together about 7 years ago. And he told me every goal I had written, whether it's living in a certain part of town, making a certain amount of millions of dollars per year in salary, whether it was working for a specific prestigious law firm and being a partner, whether it's having a beautiful family, he said everything we wrote down is literally the life I live right now. And he says, honestly, I feel like I'm treading water and I need some new goals. I want to step it up. I want to figure out, how to grow from here. And he said, when I looked back and figured out what helped me get to this point today, he said, it was the strategic plan you and I put together 7 years ago that got me here. So I figure if that helped me go from where I was to here, then you could help me do it again to get me from here to whatever's next. I was like, bingo, that's what we're doing. So those are two reasons I love London, because I've had the ability to deliver results for professionals kind of like you watching this and help them literally achieve some amazing results in their life and business. And so I'm excited to be back to do it again, hopefully for you if you decide to join us. Number one, we have an event in London. Real simple. If you scroll down on this page, hopefully you'll still hear my beautiful vocals as you're scrolling. You will see the calendar that shows exactly what's happening on both days. Day one is focused on maximizing your personal performance, and there's 11 key factors we're going to focus on to maximizing personal performance. And I'll tell you why those are important in just a moment. But there are 11 factors that if you get these 11 things right and optimized in your life and business, you see maximum performance in your personal and professional life as you show up as the leader. Hopefully you're in a leadership position or you're a business owner if you're watching this. We did our targeting correctly. And so that thought, if you get these 11 factors correct, you absolutely see your personal performance, how you show up mentally, emotionally, physically every day, go through the roof. You have maximum energy, total mental clarity, the ability to stay laser focused on the outcome no matter how many distractions life throws your way, the ability to stay completely focused in times of rapid and total chaos in your business and life. And these things are crucial if you want to achieve massive results in your business. You have to be able to stay laser focused when all hell's breaking loose. You have to be able to come to a completely centered state of mind and emotions when big deals are on the line. Otherwise, you make an emotional decision, you lose. Kind of like a Navy SEAL. When all hell's breaking loose, they got to stay laser focused on the outcome to make sure they get the result. So we can train you how to do that in your mind and body. There's other factors there as far as how to regenerate and rejuvenate every single night, how to prep yourself, how to have a absolute ideal vision for your day in life. That way you're living so fully every day and you have such fulfillment and such purpose that you know you're going to die with no regrets. So if you were to happen to get taken out by bus number 132 this afternoon, you would have zero regrets and know that you lived fully, you loved deeply, and you mattered in the way that you showed up today. So we have lots of factors on the personal performance day. We also have the business growth planning session, which is day 2. And in this one, we're going to focus on, there's 9 key profit centers that you can grow your business. And I'll give you a sample example. I was working with a friend of mine here on her business. She has a waxing business. I don't know how to, a styling business. I don't know what you call these. Basically, she does like bikini waxes for ladies and other things as far as like eyebrows and stuff like that. And we were talking and she figured out a few months ago that she needed to focus on profit centers of her business. She narrowed it down and figured out what was the most profitable service she offered. She cleared everything else and she just focused on growing that one service. And here's what's wild. She was already doing 6 figures a year in her business. She tripled her business, 3 times her business in 3 months by focusing on one profit center. Now we have 9 of those profit centers for you we're going to cover on that day. The other thing, we're going to focus on the 7 key parts to a business growth plan. So one is the 9 profit centers to grow your business. Just one of them can double, triple, quadruple your business in just a few months. The other one is the 9 key areas of business growth we're going to focus on that day. And together, you're going to have a crystal clear roadmap for the next 6 months of your business of exactly what to do every day, week, and month to get the growth that you're after in your business. Not only that, on the personal side, after that first day, you can have a crystal clear vision of exactly what you need to do every single day, week, and month in the 11 key factors that maximize your personal performance. So we're going to give you a roadmap of exactly what to do every day, week, and month to get the results you want, personally and business growth wise. Now, the reason we put the option to sign up for just one day is some of you are not business owners. And if you're not a business owner, you're welcome to join us for day 1, but day 2 is only for business owners. Now, we also throw in a kind of a bonus for those people who sign up for day 2. We're going to give you day 1 for free because day 1 is $1,000 or 1,000 British pounds, which comes out to like 1,200 USD or something like that. You'll see it on the page. And the day 2 is 2,000. Why? Because you're going to get an immediate ROI financially from growing your business. So we think it's worth double the amount. So that concept. And if you invest in the business growth day, you get the personal performance day for free. Just so you know, there's only 20 spots available. Why? Because this isn't a freaking seminar. This is a boardroom. We're going to meet around a boardroom at a members-only club in central London. We have it reserved. It's going to be great. There's only going to be 20 of us in the room. So 20 of you and one of me, so 21 or 22, including my wife. And we're going to be sitting down with you. And we want to get to know who you are. We want to get to know what you're doing, what your outcomes are, and we want to really work connected with you in this process to make sure that you absolutely get the results you show up for. This is not a big seminar that we're going to just be spouting off advice. We're going to be working individually with you throughout the day to make sure you absolutely get the results that you sign up for here. So that's kind of the overview. Now, I want to tell you a couple stories real quick. 3 stories. People ask, why business growth? Now, most of you are going to laugh at that question because, if you're in business, the key is to grow. You want to reach more people, have more impact, make more money, have more fun, have more freedom. And so what are 3 reasons people are looking for in business growth? Number 1, I had a client who showed up last year as a one-on-one performance coaching client. And he said when he showed up, I'm not going to use his name just for privacy reasons, but he's here in the United States. He owns 5 different companies. And he showed up, he said, here's my outcome. Over the next 12 months, I want to work less and make more. I laughed. When he first told me that, I said, who sold you on that pipe dream? Was that Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week concept? And he started laughing. He goes, no, seriously, though. I've worked my ass off for so many years. I want to come up with a strategic plan that allows me to work less and take more time with my family doing stuff we love while still making more in personal income. So we figured out where he was at. He was making about $500,000 a year in personal income, take-home income. His businesses were doing all different types of revenue sources. So we figured out all the numbers. We figured out what we had to optimize. And here's what I'm proud to say. In the 12 months we worked together, he was able to literally take a 5-day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No. I'm sorry. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5-day vacation once a month for 12 months. He took one every single month while his business grew, because we showed him how to, number one, optimize who he was personally so that when he was there, he had a ridiculous amount of energy. He was laser focused. He was not distracted. Nothing can throw him off his game mentally or emotionally. I mean, he was just stone cold locked on the goal every single part of the journey, no matter what happened. It was ridiculous. Therefore, he produced multiples of the result that he normally produced in shorter amounts of time, which gave him the ability to free up those weeks to go on vacation with his family. Not only that, in one of his companies, a real estate company, we were able to come up with a plan that in 1 month, they produced more revenue than the entire 12 months prior combined in just 1 month. And then we were able to figure out how to leverage that out to a manager to get them to continue the process. So we were able to grow his businesses while he was taking 5-day vacations once a month for all 12 months. And in the end, his personal income, I can't give you exact numbers, but it jumped from about $500,000 a year up to about $750,000 a year. In 1 year, doing less work, more focused, more productive, boom, he got the revenue growth and the profit growth he wanted. So that's one. If you're in that, if you're interested in something like that, I mean, just imagine. Imagine what it would be like in your business if we could help you put together a plan that over the next 6 months, you got to take a vacation once a month. And on that vacation, you were earning more money in the process because of the strategic plan you had in place for your business to grow with you there or not there. High freaking five if you're interested in something like that. Would love to offer that to you. Number two, second client of mine, different type of business. He's here in the US. When I first met him, he had a booming personal training business. Like, he was doing really well. He had multiple locations, all kinds of trainers. He was crushing it. And when I was working with him, he said, listen, I love what I do and I love the money I make, but I need to find more leverage so that I don't have to be here working 24 hours a freaking day all the time. I said, okay. And so we figured out how to transition him out of the personal training industry into a slightly different industry. Now, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to tell you exactly what he does, but we moved him over. And when we did that, he figured out how to open up a store. The new store cost about $60,000 to open. It paid itself back within 3 months, and he was able to open multiple stores within about 6-month period of time. Now he's been able to franchise it. Now he's selling the concept to other people as well. But what it allowed him to do is get some of his life back, because now he didn't have to be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, dealing with all the trainers and all the clients all the time. Instead, he was leveraging it because it was a service that didn't quite require that level of intensity as far as being there all the time. And this one always just kind of gets to me. But I think it was about 6 weeks after we got all this set up, I never forget, he texted me and he's like, hey man, can I talk to you real quick? I said, sure, what's going on? And he texted me and he said, hey, my wife just got told that she has cancer and we're going to have to go through this process of healing together. And he's like, I just wanted to first off say thank you for all the support you've helped me with over the last so many days, weeks, and months. I appreciate it more than anything. And words can never tell you. Giving me the ability to be here for my wife when she needs me most is such a gift and such an honor. To know that I'm not caught up 24/7 at my job, working all the time just to pay the bills, but instead I get to actually be here with her. And I just want to say thanks for that. And so this second part is, just thinking about it. In the way you're running your business right now, in the way that you're working day to day, are you set up to be there for the people who need you most when they need you? Or, if someone, your spouse, your kid, if someone, significant other got sick or hurt right now, would you be stuck in a position that you'd say, babe, I'd love to be there for you, or hon, I'd love to be there, but I just can't. I got to go to work. And knowing you want to be there and being there are two different things. So the ability to free him up and give him the ability to leverage more through his strategic plan we helped build with him, gave him the ability to be there for the woman that he loves the most when she really needed him. So that part's something to consider. The third piece, I'll never forget, I had this client. He's actually was from London at the time when we started working together. He was a referral from another client of mine who's in a VC over there. And we started working together. He told me, he said, listen, this is going to sound crazy, but I have a great job. I make over $500,000 a year. I get a 7-figure bonus every year. I'm living the dream of what most people want. But he said, the truth is, it's not my dream. I'm looking to make a transition, and I'd love your assistance in the coaching capacity to help me do so. So I said, well, what's your dream? He says, I'd love to wake up in the country, to be able to go for a run on the beach, to be able to have this beautiful view of just nature around me, to be able to be there with my wife, to just feel so alive and centered, and to be able to be working on something that matters to me most, not just crunching numbers, but doing something that really matters. I was like, wow, that's cool. And so we put together something that we're going to work on, the first piece of the personal performance day, which was what is his ideal day vision. And he painted this perfect vision of how he wanted to be living his life. And I'll never forget, because about 18 months later, he called me and he said, hey, I'm so excited to share with you. I'm literally living my ideal day vision right now today. He had woke up. He was at his house in the Hamptons. He had just gone for a run on the beach. He had purchased an apartment in New York City, and his wife was there with him. They didn't know they were about to have a baby so many months later, and he was fundraising a couple $100 million for a new business he was building. And so what's wild about that is it gave him the ability to let go of the place that he hated and was frustrated with, get into the place that he really wanted to be, and then grow into the life that he actually desired and really deserved. He worked hard, so he deserved that. And it was remarkable to see. So just telling you a few client stories of people I've been able to help. Hopefully something like that relates to you, of either where you're at or where you want to be, or you're in the process of building yourself. I'd love to be able to help you do these things. The other part, why do we do the personal performance day? Why not just a business growth event? Here's what I've learned. There was a book written where they talked about two Navy SEAL teams. And they were doing this race where you'd have to get in these rafts and you'd have to paddle out against the big waves, and then you have to paddle back in, and you're racing, and the first person in wins the race. The other one pays a penalty. So here's what happened. Let's say there was Team A, Team B. Team A kept going out and winning, going out and winning, going out and winning. Team B kept going out and losing, going out and losing. So they went to the leader of Team B and they said, why are you losing? Why aren't you winning? And the leader of Team B said, well, it's my team. They're struggling. They're not working together. Obviously, the better athletes are on Team A. If I had Team A, I would totally wipe the floor with these people. I said, okay, great. Team A, why'd you win? And he says, honestly, we wouldn't accept anything less. We win. I was like, wow. So they said, okay, let's do something crazy. Let's take the team leader from Team A, put him on Team B, and have him lead Team B. Take the team leader from Team B and put him on Team A and let him lead that team. And so hypothetically, if it's really about the team, then Team B should lose again and Team A should win again, regardless if they swap leaders or not. Here's what's remarkable of what happened. Team B started to win every round from that point forward. And all of a sudden they went back to the leader of Team A and they said, what happened? You said if you had the better team, if you had higher skilled team members and better team members, then you would win. And he goes, I don't know. And they went to team the original Team A leader over on Team B now, and they said, how did you win? And he says, listen, I came in and I said, this is the standard and I will settle for nothing less. And I drove my team to get the result. And what they realized was the results of your team, if you're a company owner, if you're a manager, if you're a leader, the results of your team have more to do with the psychology and the presence of the leader than it does the members on the team. So the reason we do a personal performance day is if you're trying to lead your team, you must, not should, not hope, you must be at your absolute best every single day. We know how to get you there. We've done this for 14 years with thousands of clients around the world. I specialize in working with 35 to 45-year-old business professionals who are looking to scale their business. They normally own 1 to 5 companies. They normally make $250,000 to $500,000 plus in personal income. They normally have 5 to 50 plus employees. If you're one of those people, we specialize in helping you get the results you desire and deserve. Sign up for this day and we'll show you. We'll get that plan together and we will optimize your business growth and your personal performance to make sure you're mentally, emotionally, physically able to lead your team to victory for the next 6 months of this year. I think that's all I had on my notes here for you. So just real quick, the dates and times. It's 24 days from today, July 22nd and 23rd, Central London. There's some testimonials up there. Let me scroll down. They have the calendar. And just one more offer. There's 20 spots available. I think we actually have 17 spots available because a handful of people signed up last weekend at an event we were doing with Brian Tracy. But if you sign up for the strategic Planning Business. I'm looking down at the website over here if you see my eyes down. If you sign up for the Strategic Planning Business Growth Day, we'll give you the Personal Performance Day. If you don't own a business, you're not in a leadership position, you're welcome to come to it, but business owners are going to get the biggest ROI out of that Business Growth Day. The other day, the Personal Performance, everyone will benefit from that. So if you sign up for the Business Growth Day, you're going to get the one for free. There's only 20 spots available. So scroll down, click that button, and enroll. And we look forward to seeing you in London on the 22nd and 23rd of July. See y'all soon.
To the podium, Mr. Jarek Robbins.